Oh, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jim, and we're into cryptocurrency and among other stuff. And mostly we're checking out Bitcoin today. It rebounded. It went down to 98.2, I think it was, about a day and a half ago. With the developments, the rocket men sending their rockets all over the world, and of course, you're gonna expect that they're not gonna just stand idly if they have rockets themselves. They're gonna bomb us, of course. What do you think? I mean, this is it's an act of war, and I remember before I thought in order to start a war, you had to get approval from Congress. Whatever happened to that? Now it's like, every president that gets in there, it's like we gotta go bomb the people. In some cases, perhaps, maybe, why not? But it's like that's not what we're supposed to be doing. What's going on? What happened? Bitcoin Cash is rebounding also, along with Bitcoin and all the other altcoins. Not as big as before, but it's almost ready to clear that. It's only down 2.7% in the last 7 days, where everything else is pretty much down for the whole day, the 7 days. It's ahead of Bitcoin, but it has to come back. It has to pump a little bit more in order to get back on track. But I think we're kind of getting back on track slowly. If this was another time in another age, this stuff would, markets would crash, and Monday comes Monday, everything's down because the latest war, and this country's doing that and that. It's always been a mess, but I think we're getting used to the bombings. It's not funny, but it's funny that how these things happen. But looking at gold, it's only gone up a little bit. Usually, when these things happen, gold shoots up because people go to safety and they find safety in gold or silver. And it's only up, it's basically sideways, $3 up, okay? That's nothing. Charlie, please. Our grayscale. Bitcoin Cash it came down, but it's going up slowly. Grayscale. We were talking about grayscale, and we're doing, I don't know, it's a little bit mixed. Live Peer, G Live is down 10%. Filecoin Trust is also 8% down. It's kind of mixed. It's slowly rebounding. Everything was more like 10% down, but it's rebounding. And I also noticed my account also it started going down this morning, little by little, 500 less, and it's up. Well, it's up $32. Nothing big, but it didn't crash. Sometimes you get crashes when these things happen. So we're kind of trying to right now. I guess we're up to 103,766, which is pretty awesome right now. We're halfway there. We were 98,000, and now it's 103. So we're up pretty much on Bitcoin. We're getting back on track, I guess. It's one of those things. And you always have these things happen. When things are going right, something's gonna come and knock that flow, that energy, you're rolling. So the other thing that I'm probably going to do, I'm going to roll over my CEG option it's quite up. It's up nicely, so I think it'll still hit 350. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Markets are closed right now, so except it's an idea of maybe transferring some of the other cryptocurrencies to Bitcoin Cash. That idea has been. Sometimes it's best to leave things alone, and if I make a few million, that's good. That's good. It's good enough for me. I mean, it's good enough for me. The way I'm looking at things, like I said, we may have Bitcoin Cash be a contender, and if it becomes a contender, a serious contender for Bitcoin, or who knows, it may overpass Bitcoin at some point. Nothing is written in stone. And if you got that money, just instead of it sitting in Bitcoin, you let some of it stay in Bitcoin Cash, and that Bitcoin Cash can become something huge. It's already in number 12, and people were discounting it left and right a year, 2 years ago. Bitcoin Cash is dead, blah blah blah. No, it has its following, and it has its product. It's basically the original Bitcoin chain. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Nothing serious, nothing dramatic. Catch you on the flip, guys. Bye.